Alright, so this is going to be a Caitlyn ADC game.
Right.
I don't regular ADC, I usually regular support or jungle, but when ADC is called upon, I answer the call. Alright, so let's see.
Don't be caught flat-footing.
And the reason why I chose Caitlyn, of all people, is because our team lacks a little bit of tankiness. A lot of tankiness lacking. This is, he's most likely going to be going Devour.
Want to see a hat trick?
Morgana. So he's probably gonna go Devour, he's gonna take his time. Malzahar, he doesn't get his power spec until 6, so we've got some big damage dealers coming out. And I feel with Caitlyn's range, it's gonna really help.
I love a good chase.
Hitting me is like boxing with shadows.
Hot on the train.
Hitting me is like boxing with shadows. Hitting me is like boxing with shadows. Hitting me is like boxing with shadows.
Miss? Not by Let's investigate.
What?
Being under the gun.
So it looks like the Lulu is applying
I love
a counter to our double poke lane,
Miss? Not by a long shot.
which is nice and helpful.
Want to see a hat trick? Got them in my sights.
So my Morgana is if you walk towards me, free kills. Okay, there was an issue with that. I'm actually gonna wait. So I'm gonna miss a bit of CS, but I'll be able to get my pickaxe. I feel like, okay, so I feel like Morgana just put herself in a bad position. And I'd rather not have Vayne ahead in my lane.
I have the choice for the choice. Fancy a hat trick?
An enemy has been slain.
Be it the long gun of the law. Let's investigate.
Oh, there we go.
Don't be caught flat-footed.
Oh.
Up for a showdown.
Oh, my delicate CSing.
I love it. Hot on the scent. Me? No. Not by a long shot. Let's investigate.
Actually, I would have cut it down there.
I love it.
There we go.
An enemy has been slain.
I want to say that was like an awesome...
Not by a
Yeah, that was an awesome bait.
time for a shake.
Get that CS. Ah. Okay. Ah.
Want to see a hat trick?
Go up there, get some CS. Actually, I can wait, yeah. Get my BF.
Right.
Nice and deadly now. Now the Vayne, okay, so she has her items. Luckily, the Morgana knows how to read Vayne's actions pretty easily.
An enemy has been slain.
And everywhere else on the map, things are looking good.
Destroyed a turret.
I have the
Aww. Poor Riven.
want to see a hat trick?
I'm actually going to grab it. Oh,
Being on the defense.
alright, let's just back out. To go back to my yes, tower.
Want to see a hat trick?
Do some easy CSing. I don't have to push the lane. Ah. Doo-doo.
Has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain.
What was that Vayne thinking? It didn't even look like there.
I have the tools.
Where was Where was Lulu and all that?
Let's invest.
I cannot tell you.
Fine, let's shake. Not by a lot.
Too wily for me. Alright, so IE. We're gonna get this item and Lurker Fuse. And one more health pod. We're gonna be lasting forever.
Let's investigate.
An enemy has been slain.
We're actually gonna head top and push top. Very yes.
An enemy has been slain. Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
Wonder if they'll be able to get mid. Looks like they might be.
Got the nice side.
Into
I have the tools for
put it right there, or like.
Has been
Oh.
slain.
I love a chase. Mid.
Woo! Right.
Time
Back
for
to top we go. And Vayne is out of
Has
there.
been slain. Rampage.
I have the tools for the job.
Might have to flash. No, I won't. See you later, Nar, my friend. Actually, I'll prevent him from getting the tower.
I love a chase. Wanna see how
Shut down.
time for a
To
shift.
heal up a bit.
Enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Continue to push. Top lane. Doo doo doo.
Killing spree.
Up for a showdown.
Right, now we're going to win for their surrender. But yeah, oh my goodness, so that's nice. So I'm so glad they were asking me what kind of support that I wanted, and I mentioned Morgana, and that was really good because Vayne doesn't have early game damage, and Caitlyn kind of counters that fact with her range. But you can still kind of trade with Vayne, so things aren't totally unfair. But if you have a double poke lane, it's especially hard. Varus is another example of, like, you know, being able to shoot, but you gotta lane your Qs in that respect. But they countered with a double. They countered with their own form of poke, even though I have longer range. So Lulu did a pretty good job in the beginning there, and they got Morgana. I was not close to her, and Vayne just popped in the brush, and I'm going, well, I need to watch myself. All right, let's see. The Echo and their team went Runeglaive. Looks like he got the kill on me, so I guess that was the only kill that he was able to do. We have a lot of like stuns and knockups, and Malthazar's ultimate, which kind of locks down anyone, and Echo is especially vulnerable to those kind of attacks. Unless you get an item that breaks that ultimate, you gotta handle Malthazar's ultimate with a cleanse. You can get like a cleanse early game, stuff like that. Morgana she really did well in lane. Everyone did. All our lanes went well, and at that point we were just farming things up and keeping pace. And earlier when I was having that little tiny skirmish with a couple of people, it's good just to stay out of sight. And even though I was attacking Yasuo, he managed to fly his wind wall over to me. That's how dangerous Yasuo is. That if I can get him really low, he can still hit me with his wind thing and ultimate me and do lots of damage, possibly kill me if he does things correctly. If he like jumps in the brush, he slides in the brush. And with his critical and the static shiv works with his build so well because of when it gets to 100, he will do another burst of damage. Vayne. Okay, so let's do some item analysis. I went for my IE, and then I got Avarice Blade so I can get that gold over time. So I did a lot of farming. And Berserker Greaves, I could afford them. If not, I would have still got Avarice Blade and just got regular boots, because that's really nice. You get so much gold, 3 gold per 2 seconds, and you're just farming. And if you're ahead or behind, it's a nice item. Riven, standard stuff for Riven, Warrior, Ravenous Hydra, Phage, for a little survivability and mobility. Malthazar, you have health, and you have more health over here, and he still does a lot of damage even with so much, like, you know, health items. You know, not direct AP damage. He still does a lot of damage. Let's check out how his character makes use of that. Zin, as I thought, he was going Blade of the Rune King, and so he was going full damage. It might not have been the best choice to go full damage. I think he was top, and he was up against, who was he up against? Nar? Okay. So he went 182, so that's probably a good, he was, well, he couldn't have been, he must have been going up against Yasuo. I'm not really sure. Need a, the game didn't last for long. I couldn't, you know, float to other, like, lanes. Every lane just dominated. Our Morgana, she got Boots of Lucidity to help with, you know, binding up people. I would have actually, well, I would have actually tried to go for Zanya's next. Just for the combination of attacks. But Boots of Lucidity also has its, but you still do take damage, and you can prevent damage if you're doing your ultimate and you have to stay by people and people are trying to kill you. Use Zanya's, and that works out pretty well. So their Echo, standard Runeglaive stuff, didn't do too well on ganks. Lulu did a decent job early. Later, she wasn't as impactful. Vayne, sadly, she got shut down. She made that one big mistake that she didn't even need to do. She started attacking Morgana when I was right there. 2v1. Absolutely crazy. Yasuo, he did decently in lane, but in the end he would end up dying, mostly because the rest of us were so far ahead that he could only, like, delay the inevitable, I guess. And then Gnar with Phage. I don't play Gnar at all, so I've seen Blade of the Rune King coming out first on Gnar. I've seen tanky items coming out on Gnar. And if it was Malthazar versus Gnar, that makes sense with the Spirit. But yeah, if they had a good composition, if they, you know, but they needed that early game, which we dominated, and they probably fought amongst themselves and surrendered. They need to tell each other, you know, if this has happened, we need to all group up and, you know, get these people out of our jungle. Or if they're splitting up, you know, we need to target the strongest people, get a shutdown, things of that nature. All right.